fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Leader Class Grimlock from the Transformer Shattered Glass line from Hasbro. So we have this plastic-free packaging here, and I think it's kind of funny. I notice this a lot with Shattered Glass. They're always in the box, but then the window's kind of cut out, so there's always this empty space up top, and the character's just kind of barely peeking out of the open window. I always think that's so funny. Did the same thing with Ultra Magnus. But I love the packaging for Shattered Glass, the color scheme, the purple into the pink. I think that looks fantastic. Some nice artwork of Grimlock up here on the side, and then we have kind of an expanded view of that same artwork here on this side. And Grimlock is rocking a ridiculously fantastic Trypticon-esque color scheme. I think he looks phenomenal. I'm really excited for this one. Same artwork of Grimlock over here on this side. Just have the Shattered Glass logo up top. Not really anything going on the bottom. And then spinning it around to the back, we have some nice product shots of the robot mode and the dino mode. And then it just says there's a little bio up here. If we can read this. Created in a Decepticon lab, Grimlock was deactivated due to his violent tendencies. He was stolen by the Autobots and quickly became their most powerful warrior. So there you go. Apparently in the Shattered Glass universe, he started out as a Decepticon and became an Autobot, which is very interesting. But again, love the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Grimlock out of the packaging here so we can take a closer look. Here is Shattered Glass Grimlock out of the packaging. He just looks phenomenal. This Trypticon color scheme fits him so well, and this was such a great mold to begin with. I love this, though. You got the gunmetal gray, the kind of tealish green, the purple, the orange. Just looks phenomenal. And then you have this kind of metallic white, almost kind of like a pearl color scheme down here in the shins for the toes of the T-Rex, here in the mouth. And then we're going to see it on the neck of the T-Rex as well. You can see it back here. So just really, really looks phenomenal. And just for a quick comparison, here he is with Studio Series 86 Grimlock. And they really do kind of look different. I mean, it's definitely a darker gray. And then because, you know, you have the gold and the red and all the other colors here, they really do look fairly different, even though it is the same mold. Also, changing the faceplate down here to a different color than the rest of the head, I feel like really makes that head pop. I've always liked Grimlock's head, and just having the blue visor is cool as well. But I think by making it two-tone here, just really pops, and especially having the white for the face, I think looks really good. I feel like the Autobot symbol here really stands out, whereas here, you know, the red underneath this kind of dark, translucent plastic, it doesn't, like, hit you right in the face, but this one's just right on Front Street. Boom. Right there. It's probably white underneath the translucent orange, is another reason why it stands out so much. But yeah, really, really looks cool. I like it quite a bit. So I'll run through the articulation real quick. I mean, it's going to be exactly the same as Studio Series 86 Grimlock, but you have kind of a limited ball joint here on the head. You can look up, you can look down. This tends to keep popping down. I hope this is just... I mean, I know it goes down that way when you transform it, but I thought there was something in the chest that was supposed to keep that in place, but it keeps kind of falling down on mine. But in any case, you can look down a little bit, you can look up a little bit, tilt side to side very slightly. Certainly look side to side, no problem. Nice range of motion there in the shoulder. You can go out all the way to the side. And of course you can rotate it. And you can hear that ratchet there. You have a bicep swivel. You have pretty good range of motion there on the elbow, definitely over 90 degrees. And then the wrist can swivel as well. You come down to the waist. You have waist swivel. We'll get the arm out of the way so he can kick really far out to the side. Really far forward, and again, you can kind of hear those ratchets kick pretty far backward. You have a thigh swivel here, 90 degrees there in the knee. And then, of course, we do have some ankle tilt side to side, so you can get some great poses with this guy. And he does come with this gun accessory. They've gone ahead and painted the tips orange, almost like it's a safety issue, but it kind of fits with the overall color scheme. They left the tips black, so that way when you go ahead and attach your blast effect pieces, it won't rub the paint off, so I appreciate that. But that's the only thing I can think of is, you know, when they have kids' toys that have to have the orange, like, you know, tipped for safety reasons. That's all I can think about when I look at this thing, but I think it still works. But yeah, just overall, it's a great mold. It's a great color scheme, great articulation. Absolutely love them. So we'll go ahead and get into the transformation. Again, we've seen it before, but I'll still go through it just a little bit maybe quicker than usual. Alright, so it's a pretty straightforward transformation. What I'm going to do first is go ahead. If you have the elbows bent, you have to kind of put them back up, and they'll kind of click into place. Because the way he works is he has elbows going both ways. So once you click this into place, then you can utilize the other set of elbows. which you might have to unclick as well so that they can go in the other direction, but we'll get to that. So then we're going to go ahead and just flip the hands into the forearms. So flip that around like so. There we go. Now we're going to come around to the back here. We're going to lift up the T-Rex head. We are going to take the bottom section of the foot and fold that like this. Then we're going to open up the back legs. Then we are going to accordion out the back piece of the T-Rex tail. Like that. So pop this up like that. Then we are going to unhook this and rotate this around. You might want to wait to do the tail bits until after you flip it around just for clearance issues, but it shouldn't matter. Then we're going to link this together. This is going to come up, and you can see that there are these slits right here, which are going to tab on to these spots here on the back of his hips. So this is going to come up and click on there like so. And then we are going to fold close these tail pieces like so, and that will all peg into itself and click in place. Then we are going to just go ahead and grab the whole purple section here of the torso, and that's going to swing down and click into place down here like so. The head is going to rotate into the body. Then you're going to just bring these panels around, and you might have to swivel them up just to clear the legs, but then bring them back down, and then that will all peg into itself right there, and then just flip down the head, and then you can just kind of straighten everything out. Open up the hands if you want to go ahead and use those elbows I talked about, just like that. And then there we go. There is Shattered Glass Grimlock in Dino mode. So he's looking absolutely phenomenal. They're definitely nailing it with the Trypticon color references. You have the orange eyes. You have this orange panel here on the top of his head. I feel like that's a nod to the giant translucent orange piece on top of Trypticon. Some purple here on the side of the head. The teeth are painted very nicely, and the mouth does open. Really nice white painted teeth there. And again, we have that kind of white pearl color there for the neck. The nice green and orange, the orange here on the side of the legs, the purple, all the purple down here. Just all in all, looks fantastic. I will say that I feel like, especially on the back here, I mean, yes, we have this little bit of color here, but I think the tail just kind of being gray, the arms being completely gray, it's a little bit too much gray. I mean, I think Trypticon has purple hands, like just the hands are purple. And I know it probably would have been difficult to just paint those, but that might have been a nice pop of color. Also, maybe just another symbol here on the chest, something like that. Although I do really like the ones here on the legs. I think that looks pretty good. And I guess Trypticon's tail really is just gray, so I get what they're going for. But honestly, these are just minor nitpicks. This guy looks amazing. Like I said, it's a fantastic mold. And this just looks great. And he still has the little pegs here on the side of his head, so if you wanted to peg Wheelie on there, you could. I think it actually might have been fun this time to get a Shattered Glass Wheelie that you could just have ride him, even though, you know, I don't think we're ever going to see a Shattered Glass Wheelie, so it might have been a fun way to just include something like that. I just think that could have been neat. But you never thought you'd hear me say, give me another of that Wheelie toy. I bet you never thought I'd say that, but it's not a great toy, so I don't miss it, but it would have been neat just to get another Shattered Glass character represented. Again, if you want to peg the gun in here, you do have these tabs on the side of the gun, and they can peg in here on the back of the feet. And so that can, I guess that's not together enough. There we go. So you get a little gun storage there. And then just for fun, again, here he is with Studio Series 86 Grimlock. So you can see how Grimlock has the Autobot symbol here. I feel like, well, then again, he doesn't have him here on the legs, so I guess it's a trade-off, but I mean, honestly, the more I look at it, this one probably does have more paint overall. When you're looking at it from the side, you have the orange here, you have the orange here. You have all this paint here on what are the shoulders in robot mode and the thighs in dino mode. You have the paint here that he doesn't have. Paint on the side of the head, paint on the top of the head. So, yeah, I should just shut up. There's definitely more paint over here. See, this is why it helps to do the comparison. But yeah, these guys look great. I love having these two giant T-Rex dinos. But overall, I love this dino mode. I think he looks fantastic, and the Trypticon color references are definitely in full force, and just overall looks fantastic. So honestly, this guy's phenomenal. I mean, it's a fantastic color scheme on an already fantastic mold. If you don't have a version of Studio Series 86 Grimlock, definitely get one. Whichever one you prefer, or get both. I think they're really both fantastic looking. Obviously, you probably want the G1 version, but this Shattered Glass repaint is just phenomenal. Completely evoking the Trypticon color scheme, and definitely even having paint in certain places as direct references to Trypticon. It's just absolutely fantastic. So well done. Colors are great. Paint applications are great. Articulation's great. Both modes look great. Transformation's fun, and just, I can't gush about this enough, honestly. There's really nothing wrong with this. Like I said, the only thing I don't absolutely love is the orange tips on the gun, but that's a minor critique, and honestly, I can totally live with it. It's not a big problem, but that's the only thing I don't super love about this. So he's really great. Normal leader class pricing, I think because they didn't give us the wheelie, they were able to give us more paint and keep the price the same, so I'm fine with that. He also did not come with a comic book. I wanted to mention that. I don't think they're doing Shattered Glass comics anymore, so if they keep doing the Shattered Glass figures, they're not going to come with comic variants anymore, but he's amazing. Definitely recommend checking him out. If you don't have a version of this mold, pick your favorite, get it, but you definitely deserve one version of this mold because it's pretty perfect. It might actually be perfect. I don't know. This is a really fun repaint, though. Looks great. I highly recommend it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.